So, with the second round over, it's time to have a look at what happened, and really, it was a second round of batterings, to be honest. Paul, 4 Pokemon to 0 against Kieran. Kieran did very well to beat Trip in the first round, but it wasn't enough to beat Paul, and Paul thrashes him 4 Pokemon to 0. Raihan, 5 Pokemon to 0 against Iris as well. Another absolute hammering. Raihan getting payback for last season. Getting knocked out the second round by Iris, who moved on to the semi-finals. This time, it's the other way around. Raihan knocks Iris out 5 Pokemon to 0. He moves on to face Paul in the semi-finals. Next, we had Wally 2-0 against Alder, beating Alder 2 Pokemon to 0. He moves on to the semi-finals to beat Lance, who smashed Sawyer 4 Pokemon to 0. He will face Wally in the semi-finals, so the semi-finals will be Paul versus Raihan. And then, of course, the semi-finals are 2 legs, so it'll be Paul versus Raihan, then Raihan versus Paul. Then, it will be Wally and Lance, and then Lance and Wally. The semi-finals will actually be spread out over 2 weeks this season. I will have Paul vs Raihan out on Saturday, and then Wally and Lance out on Sunday. And that will be the same for both legs. The first leg will take place this week, with the next leg taking place next week. Then we will have the finals, the winner of both legs of those semi-finals, over the total aggregate of those 2 semi-finals. I'm explaining this very poorly. But let's say Paul beats Raihan by 2 Pokemon, and then Raihan beats Paul by 3 in the next round. In the second leg, Raihan will move on to the semi-finals, 3 Pokemon to 2. As an example. Whoever wins the final will take on Ash for the title. We are not far from that now. Really not far from finding out who will be the next world champion. Or if Ash will hold his title, but it looks really under threat with the form that these trainers are in at the moment. Raihan and Lance particularly. But Paul is a danger, and Paul is a very, very strong trainer. Can he take out Raihan? And will he be able to beat Wally or Lance? And if he does, if he wins it all, is it going to be enough to beat Ash? Will any of these 4 beat Ash? It's still a while off for them. They still have each other to battle, and that will take place starting with Paul and Raihan on Saturday.